Hello, hello. How is everyone doing? It may be 2 a.m., but that doesn't mean you have to feel like it's 2 a.m. Because this next run is going to be super hype. We have Breadghost coming back. Yesterday he showed us every single aspect of Spyro attack the Rhynocs by doing 100%. Today he's going to show us a lot less because he'll be doing any percent. He's gonna he's gonna do the best he can ever do. Um, so we're gonna bring him on shortly. Hopefully that'll be soon. What is up with it? Red Ghost and Jake, welcome back.
Whoa.
Hello.
Uh, so tell me a little about this run. I understand yesterday you did 100%,
Mm-hmm.
and now today you are doing any percent. What does that entail?
So basically, the 100% run, we're getting everything. So like you're getting all the items, all the hearts, all the gems. In the any percent run, Spyro, well, he wants to defeat Ripto. Ripto's taken over the world, classic Ripto move. But Spyro really wants to tour Moneybag's mansion. So he really just wants to collect 2,000 gems along the way, so that he can go to Moneybag's mansion and tour the mansion. Unfortunately, we're going to see what happens when we get there. You saw it yesterday, so I guess I could just say Butler's going to ruin that, and so Spyro gets soured up and he wants to defeat Ripto again. That's basically what this run is. We collect 2,000 gems, rush to the end of the game. We'll need to collect 8 upgrade items to get to the final 2 worlds, in addition to 2 more items after the final boss fight. So total 10 items we're collecting and 2,000 gems, and that's any percent, essentially, in a nutshell.
That sounds so amazing, and I cannot wait to see that run. No, but like actually,
Yeah.
I do think like out of all the GBA any percent runs, this is definitely one of the more technical, I would say, from what I know about it. Would you be
Definitely.
inclined to agree?
I would say so, yes. There's a few skips that we're going to be doing that aren't seen 100% as well. In addition to just really fast-paced movement. This category is even more fast-paced than 100%. Since we're not getting all the gems, we're just rushing through the levels. We are collecting gems in some levels, some more than others, but it's a rush, essentially. So it's much more technical. I think Season of Flame is up to par with it. I'm not sure about Season of Ice, but
Season
this
of
game
Ice,
is
we don't talk about that. Not when I'm around.
Yeah.
Well,
so
when
it's
you're
definitely
ready.
cool. Yes, I'm ready. Let me just get to my file. So I'm ready to start.
Best of luck. Count down
Alright.
when you're ready.
Okay, let's start this run in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so start with the same little tutorial level. Nothing new here. We can, if Jake wants to explain kind of what the run is really about. We're not really wanting to tour Moneybag's mansion. I just had to make a joke.
So right off the bat, you're gonna see a lot of text mashing and just basic tutorial nonsense. And I will say, whenever you reset this run, it is very irritating to have to mash through all this text all over again.
Yeah, the whole split takes about 2 minutes. So
Yep.
if you like fall in the water on the first jump, it's just like, okay, I guess I have to sit through the first 2 minutes of tutorial again.
Yeah, my thumb is like dead after like maybe 3 resets of just text mashing through all this.
Yeah, what controller do you use, by the way?
I usually use like a DS3 whenever I run this through like the emulator.
Okay.
And yeah, it's not the most enjoyable after a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I think with the GameCube A button is pretty big and soft, so I don't usually get tired, but it can get tiresome to master all this text. There's so much.
Yeah, especially toward when Ripto pops in a minute or 2.
Oh yeah. Thankfully, we won't be seeing that much text in this run because, as I said, we're rushing to the end of the game, so we're going to be doing a lot of charging, and if you're charging, enemies will not talk to you. Or not enemies, NPCs will not talk to you. Enemies get destroyed. Yeah, we'll be charging past literally everything. Little butler strat here where we do a little jump. This run will actually only be fighting Butler twice instead of 3 times, which is kind of nice.
Yeah, a little bit of a sequence break with jumping, so you gain control of Spyro after Butler gets electrocuted, and then you can move toward the peephole machine, so you don't have to keep having the camera go between Spyro near Butler over to Ripto and back and forth. Saves a decent bit of time.
Right away, big difference from 100% route. We're just jumping straight over here to get those 10 gems. As I said before, we need 2,000 gems to finish the run. That's there's 9,000 gems total in the game, so it's actually a pretty decent chunk of the gems in the game. Oh, I could have gotten bug clip there. I didn't trust it. The bug was just looked a little too far away from the wall. But we got it yesterday, so it's okay.
True.
Something I should say, there is a gem route. You tend to get off it sometimes, either ahead or behind. So it's kind of, there is a bit of routing on the fly. Right there, it's a 5, so I might have to get an extra gem later. You just got to be paying attention to your gem count to make sure you're not getting too far behind, because otherwise at the end, then you start losing a ton of time. It's that one. Goodness, 1-5. But generally, my route's pretty lenient. I usually have more than I need.
Yeah, I'm about the same way. If anything, you can collect a few extra in Kangaroo Hoodoos at the end, but
yeah,
usually not pressed for gems that much.
Right. Now we just need our quick escape book. We'll be using quick escape twice in this run. Actually, 3 times. 3 times in this run. Just to get out of some areas. Actually, with the sequence break we're about to do in about a minute when we go to Banana Savannah, you actually have to quick escape out of the areas, otherwise you can't get out. So it's important that we have this item. It's also very convenient.
A little bit of a boss fight here. This is the first time, or I guess it's the second time you see Ripto, but the first time you fight him officially.
Yeah, you don't really fight Ripto, though. You fight the Rhino.
Yeah, you fight the
worm thing. Whatever it's called. Rhino bead? Sparks gives it a name somewhere in the journal. I looked it up. But
oh, I would have no idea.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're going to be doing a little bit of a sequence break here. You're normally not supposed to enter Banana Savannah until you have the Breath Mint, which we won't be getting until Barracks. But it's faster to do it this way because... Dang it, I was a little too early on the hover.
Yeah, it's very precise.
Yeah, it's faster to do it this way because this allows us to actually skip the second Butler fight. There we go. Nice, we got second try.
Nice.
Essentially, that you'll see in a second, we're going to be going through Dragon Coast. So this is a much darker area of Dragon Shores where you normally do the second Butler fight, but that second Butler fight doesn't spawn until the second time you run through there. So by doing Banana Savannah early like this, we only have to run through there once, which then therefore skips the Butler fight and saves quite a bit of time, actually. That Butler fight takes a while. We're just going to be grabbing some gems in Banana Savannah here. Do a little glide skip here. That's a little scary.
Some very precise glides to get around the level as well. They look easy, but I have messed them up. I'm pretty sure the one in Banana Savannah I've messed up in the world record run a couple times.
Yeah, I've watched your world record, so I've seen that. Right there, it's kind of actually hard to avoid those grapes because you get pushed back for some reason by those barrels after you flame them. So sometimes you just get pushed back into the grapes. As I said before, we only need about 8 items to finish the game, or at least get to the final levels of the game, which is where Ripto is. So we want to be avoiding everything else, as every other item that we pick up is a time loss, essentially. And there's a few items that are kind of in the way. So this is the area I was talking about where the second Butler fight is, but we only have to pass through here once. It's part of the reason we also don't go to Thieves Guild, and I apologize, we can't get to the item that is in the entrance to Thieves Guild either. So we won't have Rainbow Spyro this run, but hopefully I'll make up for it by having a cool run to show. Gotta be careful with this fairy here, as you can actually soft lock if you land on it the wrong way.
Spyro just decides to spin in circles infinitely.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna do Bird Barracks. Bird Barracks is one of the only worlds that we don't actually visit the second area of the world. We'll actually just be getting some gems in this first area and leaving. It just doesn't make sense to go to the second area because it's so far out of the way and there's nothing else for us there. So, and there's plenty of gems to get elsewhere to reach our 2,000 gem quota. This guy doesn't like to jump off. I gotta be careful here. Sometimes I accidentally jump in the water. If you jump in the water here, it loses a lot of time. Gems. I'll do a quick little death warp here. Get back to the beginning of the area. Death warp saves about 6 seconds, I think. As opposed to freezing that patch that was there, patch of water, with the breath mint.
Yeah, so that ice breath, the advanced version at least, that you make ice bridges out of that, and that's what you would have used to get into Banana Savannah.
Yeah.
But we used the precise glide to get into that area instead.
Yeah, because it's faster. Yay. We'll be using that again for Kangaroo Hoodoos as well. Unfortunately for Kangaroo, well, actually kind of fortunately, because that would be really stupid to have a second one. The loadings over Kangaroo Hoodoos is just teensy bit too far out, but kind of like twice as far out actually. So you can't actually go to get to it. It would save time if we could, probably. But...
I've tried to get out there on as far as I can, but no, it's too far.
Yeah, it's really, really far away, so it's not really possible for that one. I probably should have killed that guy, but it's fine. Oh wow. The breath just eaten by the wall.
Yep.
Oh, that's warp here. Hopefully I got that gem. Okay, I did. Oh, no, that's bad. Spyro, my finger got stuck on the R button. Hopefully I can do this. Okay, cool. I don't have to worry about deploying the springbok again. Thankfully, at 90%, it's pretty easy to back most things up, because there's not a lot of places where falling is going to lose you a ton of time, which just kind of sucks.
I'm seeing like improvements from like my run right now. Things I haven't seen in your run specifically that I could implement.
Yeah.
Very cool optimizations.
Yeah, I've looked at there is a task for this particular category. I've looked into some things with that, gem route wise, and implemented a couple things. Obviously, the task is like 16 minutes, which is like crazy.
Yeah.
And it's insane to watch. I would highly recommend watching it.
Yeah.
Even if you've like never played this game, it's super impressive to watch.
Please go watch the task. It's actually amazing.
It's pretty old. So, like the task doesn't even have the cutscene skip that we saw.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that we were talking about yesterday.
No one knows what causes that still.
Yeah.
But hey, I've gotten it in a Spyrothon before, so maybe good luck and like, who knows. I think it was Spyrothon 3 I got it, maybe Spyrothon 4, I'm not sure.
Okay, cool, we didn't soft lock. Alright, so now we're gonna head to Rabbit Habitat. Each world that we're visiting has an item that we need. It's the reason that we don't visit Thieves Guild or Cheetah Spot Spa in this run, is because those two worlds don't have items that we need. So, like, Bird Barracks has the Breath Mint, Yeti Sengeti is the Lantern, which we need to enter Rabbit Habitat. Is it lets us enter caves. You can't enter caves otherwise. Like here. And then, like, Banana Savannah has the powered up Fire Breath. This world has the Tornado top thing, so we have to get that. Yeah, so every world that we visit has something we need. And that's also the reason we need 2,000 gems, because we need an item for money bags that cost 2,000 gems. It's pretty great. Okay, reuniting this guy with his bottom half. Nice little glitchy texture here. Bit of a janky cat push there. Good. Of course, the button doesn't want to cooperate. You can never really tell where the button hitbox actually is.
Yeah, generally if you just pop out of that hat, you land right on top of it, but...
Yeah, if you're in the right position, but sometimes you just completely miss it and then you just can't hit it at all. It's really annoying. Good. Yeah. Breath switching is actually a really hard thing to get used to in this game. Being on the right breath at all times is very difficult. So I like to be preemptive about it. I try to really have the right breath on before I need it.
Yeah, like in that area you were just in, I usually keep like the wind breath on the whole time, just because it's annoying to have to switch with the hats and everything in this level.
Yeah. Yeah, you just really gotta memorize like the order of the breaths too. Like always fire, ice, wind. You cycle through them in that order. So if you're on ice and you need to get the fire, you need to really think about how many times you're pressing your select button, which is what changes the breaths on the original Game Boy. For GameCube controller, it's the Y and X buttons, but it's a very difficult part of the run. All right, so coming up here is probably
Boss skip.
Yeah, a boss skip. It's one of the most interesting skips in the game, actually. Probably like the only like super interesting skip in the game. We're about to skip that Ripto boss fight we did yesterday by gliding precisely behind one of those spirally pokey things. Hopefully I can get this first try. I don't. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, you get luckily like infinite tries with it,
yeah,
because you always spawn up in the top area.
And you have infinite life. So I got it first try. The loading zone for the Ripto fight is only on the floor below that, so it just doesn't load the fight at all. And now we have to do this jump again, which I did practice quite a bit before this run, so hopefully I can get it in fewer tries. Doesn't seem like it wants to work right now. Never wants to work on runs that are
Important.
decent.
Yeah.
or important. I'm like hovering too early, I think. Come on. This is a very important jump though, because there's a lot of gems up on this cliff, and we don't want to run through that room in Moneybags Mansion. I'm rushing. I need to calm down.
This jump and the one that goes into Banana Savannah are two runs that can really decide if it's good or bad.
I literally got this like 3 times in a row in practice. There we go. That took way too long.
I was generally more consistent with that one than I think Banana Savannah.
Yeah, it's like it's all timing for that one. But it's the timing's so precise that it's really easy to miss.
Yeah.
Okay, I can accidentally grab an item here. I didn't accidentally grab the item. Cool. You accidentally talked to this dragon toddler. Yeah, that's one of like the 4 items in the game. It's really easy to accidentally get, and that one's like the worst one if you accidentally get it. Alright, we're at 1,600 gems now. That's actually pretty okay.
That's really good.
Yeah, I think I'm a little short, but I think it'll be fine.
Maybe like 20 short, if anything. Where I like think the number should be at. I'm not entirely sure, but
there's plenty of extras in Kangaroo Hoodoos and also leading up to Moneybags Mansion, so we'll be okay. It's very hard to come up short.
Skipping the one wood platform here, by the way.
Yep. And so this is also a necessary item because we need it to solve the puzzle in Chateau Ripto.
Very difficult puzzle.
Very difficult. Yes, it's like I hope I get it first try. It's that hard. And notice we're also skipping all of these little side quests in the levels because obviously they give us items we don't need. So why would we get them?
all this Ripto propaganda on the TVs. You're supposed to snatch it away.
Yeah. We don't care about that. That wasn't worth it. I thought that guy might have a 2 or something. Yeah, so I got a 21 5x earlier, so hopefully I can beat that maybe.
Oh wow.
I think my last
pretty good pace.
Yeah, I think my last like 7 or 8 runs have been 21s, so I was more optimistic about this run than 100%.
Better start practicing.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna lose a bit of time here though, because I failed that jump quite a bit.
Yeah. But like minus that, there hasn't been many hiccups in this run.
I mean, at this point, like, there's not too many things that can go super wrong, so...
Yeah, I mean, cutscene skip can obviously save you a decent bit if you're behind, but...
Yeah.
We don't know what causes that, so...
Yeah. Maybe I'll get it. It'd be really cool. Okay. I'm good. There's... Let's see. Yeah, 20... 20... Here. There's 30 here, that's right.
You also glide out of the level here instead of making the next path.
Yeah.
Which actually saves time because you don't have to run through the path like when you enter into Dragon Shores again. You just die immediately.
Alright, and there's our 2,000 gems right there. We got 2001. Sometimes I'm perfect, sometimes I'm over. Usually I'm over, but... Alright, and this is why we need 2,000 gems. We just really wanted to see the mansion, but then Butler busts in. He's just like, yeah, rah, 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 rah. And we have to fight him and kill him. And it's just as annoying as it is in 100%. Same fight, basically.
Yep, 3 times. Gotta short him out.
Oh, I missed that one. Okay, I got him though. Let's go.
He does move progressively faster with each hit.
We're on 22 pace, looks like right now, so...
Yep. Still very good.
Yeah, it's pretty good for a no reset.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I leave this game for about a month and I come back and I get like a 27. I'm like, am I that bad already? And then like within a few runs I can usually get back down to where I normally sit. For this is my very first speedrunning category, so I lowered my time really quickly when I started to like a 22:21, and that was my PB for 5 years until I finally PB'd again this year. And ever since then, I've actually gotten a lot better at the game. I think because of 100%.
Yeah, movement, definitely.
Yeah, getting used to moving 100% really helped me with my 80% movement. So I've been able to get a lot of 21s recently. And there's our... yeah, I've got it. Let's go.
Oh,
Definitely super difficult puzzle there. Was very scared of that. That was the most worried I was about a trick in this run. Definitely, yeah.
That can really make or break a run.
Definitely, yeah. Okay, we're gonna run this texture again instead of using the hats. Because using the hats is slow and stupid, and we don't want to do that. Okay, Sparks is yellow, so I'm gonna take the shoot here. And hey, here's the Rhinopede caterpillar thing again. Yeah, he's pretty cool. Now he has 4 segments. He's so much harder. Let's run over here. Let's run a little closer to the thing. Cutscene skip, maybe?
This is, yeah, where we run into the...
Please? Oh, I didn't get
question.
it. Dang.
Ah.
Yeah, so cutscene skip here is 15 seconds. Really, really helpful for 90%. And my gold actually has it, so I can't save time here without it. Okay, I'm gonna use your route for this time. So you do 20 first. I don't know if that's fast. I don't think it's really any faster to do it in any order.
Yeah, generally
Usually...
you go wind, then fire, then ice. But you can't die on this boss fight. I have like lost many world record runs to this boss fight from just being an idiot and getting hit like that.
Yeah, I actually got the cutscene skip. Oh, dang it. Wait, did I get hit? Okay. I actually died in this boss fight in a run that actually got the cutscene skip a little while back. So it was very sad. That run would have PB'd by like 2 seconds, but then I got like a 14-second PB anyway, so it didn't really matter. And so these are the last 2 items that we get in the run. We have to get these items to trigger the final cutscene here. Time will come up after this cutscene when we hit the credits, so we should be prepared on that.
Yeah, if you actually collect those 2 items simultaneously, you can like have control of Spyro during this cutscene.
Yeah,
doesn't really
that trigger.
Yeah, it doesn't save time, but it's just interesting to say.
Yeah.
Also, time is coming up, by the way.
Yeah, very, very quickly here. I just have to mash this text as soon as the credits pop up. And time. 22:49 on my end. It's alright. Yeah, that was Spyro and Rhynocs 90%.
Good round.
Yep, definitely a fun category.
It's maybe the best run that was done at a Spyrothon, not gonna lie. I've done many of these, but it's just nice for someone else to finally, like...
Yeah.
It's nice to pass the torch, I guess.
Yeah. I'd always be down to do this again, too. This is definitely a fun category. I would definitely, if anybody's winding in GBA Spyros, this category is honestly not as hard as it seems. The tricks can seem a little daunting, but I think there's a consistent way to do Banana Savannah early. Ripto skip's pretty free if you once you get the timing down, and then the jump is kind of the hard jump after that. But for the most part, like, this run is really fun to do. It's not that hard to get into, so I definitely recommend it for anyone wanting to get GBA Spyro.
Yeah, my bounty still exists for it. If someone wants to figure out what causes the cutscene skip, I'm still like, please come try this game, figure out why it happens, test your hypothesis.
Let's get Tuval on this. Get Tuval on it.
I've been wondering about this for like maybe 5 years now. So
yeah. All right.
Well, good game.
Thank you.
That was actually a really good run, especially in a marathon setting, like no reset. Definitely be proud of that. Definitely really interested in now looking into what causes that cutscene skip. Interesting side tangent is I think that a lot of what happens in Season of Ice, it's just like a matter of like if you get to a certain place too fast, like certain things just won't load in that game. And I'm sure that might have something to do with it. I don't know. I just heard bounty and finding that skip, and that's what came to my mind.
I mean, my current running theory is that it has something to do with the way the state the game is in, just the items you collect and the way you move and everything. It's like an ace sort of thing, arbitrary code execution. But I don't know. That's kind of a really far-fetched theory. There's no way to prove it.
Yeah, I've tested maybe like 12 independent variables before, and none of them have proven to be consistent. So.
Well, thank you again for doing this run for us. And do you guys want to plug your channel or anything else?
Yeah, so I stream at twitch.tv/thebreadghost with a the in the front of it. That's the username I got. I am primarily a 3D Mario speedrunner, actually. I speedrun primarily the Galaxy games, and I also speedrun 64 and Sunshine and the multi-Mario categories, the 602 and 246, as well as some other categories on that leaderboard. So that's what I mostly do. I'm also starting a GBA challenge where I'm going to try and beat every GBA game released in North America. So I'm starting that, I think, tomorrow, actually. It's going to take me a long time, but it should be fun. So that's kind of what I do on my stream.
And then I'm twitch.tv/JakeInTake. No longer JakeInTake streams. I successfully claimed the name JakeInTake about a year ago now.
Nice.
Haven't been doing a lot of streaming recently, but I plan to pick up sometime in the next year or so. But yeah, I've done this category before. I hold the world record in this category. And I also do a lot of Spyro 3, Spyro 2, 100%. So be on the lookout for that in 2021, possibly.
Awesome. Again, thank you so much. And shortly we will have Dr. House and Randy on commentary for SRT 3, 117%.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
Have a
thanks
good
for
rest
having
of the
me.
marathon. See you later.
Peace.
See ya. Alright, how is chat doing, dude? I'm surprised that, well, pleasantly surprised that we're this late into the night and still a lot of you hanging out. I think it's pretty cool. Everyone doing good? I'm actually really hyped for SRT 117. I feel like this is not a category I often get to sit down and watch. So, hopefully, Dr. House will put on a great show.